didn't want to stop for some reason. Technology. I've been having the worst time with it lately, and I have no idea why. So crazy.
Mercury retrograde is coming at the beginning of April.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, welcome everybody. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for joining us with this crazy energy. I had the same issue with Ashley yesterday. I can't even begin to explain to you how much technology was not with me yesterday. It was absolutely insane.
I got to catch some of it, and I did see a couple of the glitches, and I thought it was me because my internet is always super glitchy, like always. Nothing I can do. The Comcast has a monopoly here, so it was you, not me. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was definitely all me. And then I had so many sessions that day in my office. I do have my computer in my office too. So between all the energy there and then on here and then just the internet and just electronics yesterday was just outrageous. So I did cleanse a little bit today, but I also had a couple sessions again today. So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. So today's topic is going to be about the spring equinox, also known as Astara. But tonight I have with me the amazing Kat. And if anyone has never seen Kat or has never caught a live with me going live with Kat, I just want to kind of do a little introduction for her. Kat is a seer who is actually developing her mediumship skills right now, which I think is really cool. She's developing them, but she's really good at it. She just needs to let it all go. But she can tap into your spiritual gifts. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just interrupting you like usual. I'm sorry. You go.
No worries. But she can tap into your spiritual gifts and kind of help you develop them. She can also go into your Akashic Records and read from any page. She can just read you a page from your Akashic Records, which is so cool. I love it. And she can actually do so much more than that. So if you want to like give your little spiel, you can absolutely go ahead because I'm just so downplaying you right now, but you're just absolutely amazing.
It's okay. It's okay. You're so much more eloquent than me. Anybody who follows me knows I'm kind of like a kamikaze tornado. I'm here, guys. I'm here. You never know what you're going to get from me. And I never know what I'm going to get from me. It's really all about what everyone else needs. I'm just the conduit. I just get out of my own way and surrender and let spirit do the rest. So lately I've been tapping into kids. I go through seasons where animals need to communicate. I go through seasons where I need to talk about your dreams. It is what it is. And totally PS, I can talk about the spring equinox, but I totally prepped for eclipses. I don't know why I prepped for eclipses.
That's okay. I mean, maybe you can just put in a little bit of both. It's totally fine.
I'm go with the flow. I am okay. Weird Barbie. You can bend me, twist me. I'm here for it.
I'm like, did I say eclipse? Did I say that? I don't know.
You probably, I am 99.9% sure you said equinox, and I saw E, and I went, oh, eclipse, and didn't even think. That's okay. I love Ostara. I love Ostara.
I do too. And there's so much to talk about it. There's such a spectrum. So I can go into my portion. I'll let you go into your portion because I know that this was the line of it kind of intermingles. So that's kind of, I was like, let's do that. Let's do the equinox.
It's so inclusive though. It really is Ostara, Easter, all of that. No matter your faith or your tradition, it's spring. We're alive. It's a beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone who is just joining us. So tonight we are going over the spring equinox. And what is the spring equinox? So one out of the two times, the Earth's equator is completely in alignment with the sun, making the day and the night completely equal, 12 hours each day and night, which is really cool. So we have the spring equinox, and then we have the autumn equinox, which is usually in September. And the spring equinox is all about the new beginnings, the rebirth, the, fertility, new ideas, growth, new projects, fresh thoughts. It's about returning, the return of the sun to the northern hemisphere of the earth. It's actually the official beginning of the new year, where we typically celebrate it on January 1st. It's really the new energetic new year. Oh, what?
January 1st for the new year is so not it. It's
I thought
so
you were
not
saying like, no, she's wrong. She doesn't know what she's talking about. You got me like in my feelings. I'm like, what?
never.
I'm like,
I will never
is this the first time
show
we're
up.
disagreeing?
I will never show up and disagree with you because normally you have done so much research. I could never doubt it. I could never doubt it.
I was just in shock. I was like, oh my gosh, this is our first time we disagree. Okay, no.
No.
So yeah, so it is officially like the new year of the new cycles. So if you have been putting off your New Year's resolution, which is only normal because New Year's is really typically in the middle of the winter. Everyone's tired and groggy and no one wants to do anything. We're all lethargic. We're slow moving. So if you really didn't put your New Year's resolutions into effect, here is your second chance to really put that forward. So, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, so we do have incredible energies happening right now between the spring equinox, the celestial events that are going on right now, which I'm not going to touch too much into, but that's really cool. There's a lot going on there. So all I'll say is we do have Aries season or the new astrological year. Like I said, not going too much into that. But then we also have like the new moon. So this whole, basically the next last week and then the next 2 weeks, it's just so energetically significant right now. And it just holds a special space for energy. And it also holds a very, very good timing for like rituals and spells and just like, it just holds so much good positive energy and just for creation and like I said, rebirth and renewals and starting things. So I'm really excited to talk about it.
I'm excited too. Really, really quickly to piggyback off of that. We're not going to go into the equinoxes. I guess that means I got to do a live another time sometime soon. But I will say with the spring equinox, which is the witch's new year, call it whatever you want to call it. It's the new year. It's the astrological new year. It's new beginnings. Yeah. It's when everything starts to sprout, just like Nikki said. We also have eclipse season coming in. And what is eclipse season? I'm just going to touch on it super, super quick.
No, you're fine.
It's karmic. It's fated events. So we have these new beginnings, right? And then we have the new moon that just happened in Pisces. So it's super spiritual, super feely, all this stuff, right?
And emotional.
Or the equinox. And then we have eclipse season. So buckle up, cups. Your life is about to change. This stagnant energy we've all been feeling since it kind of started in July, but really by October, I would say the collective. Now, you as an individual may have been go, 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 but it's kind of been like 5 steps forward, 12 back. It's just been funky, stagnant energy. Buckle up, Buttercup. We're on a ride. It's new year, new you.
Yep.
This is a great time to make those resolutions. If you're like me and Nikki and we're like, I'm not making a resolution in the new year. I always try, but it's like the worst idea for me.
It is. And especially if you haven't like created that vision board that you're like, oh yeah, I'll totally make that vision board for that new year. This is that time. If you haven't implemented any of your New Year's resolutions or created that vision board, right now it's really that real time to really start doing that, getting all that like in work and, setting those goals and things like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say, to be honest.
It's always that little bit of lag. I don't know why.
On me?
No, just in general for everything.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Thank you. I don't know what I was going to say, but vision boards are great for people who are visual. But one thing that I think people miss out on when they're trying to bring in new energy, and you talk about this all the time, you need to feel that energy. Yeah. So however you do that, if say you want to be a successful CEO, you're not going to get that by hanging out with restaurant workers. Love my restaurant workers. I love you girlies in the service industry, but you're not going to get to CEO level hanging out, squabbling, talking with them. Go surround yourself with powerful people if that's what you want, and then feel it like it's already happened.
Yep. Look at you. Oh man, I can feel that in my bones. I can feel that when it's like I'm talking to myself here and it's like screaming right back at me in the mirror. I love it.
I can't help it. I tap in without trying to tap in sometimes.
I love it. Okay, so I do have like a little list of like rituals and spells. And I know when people kind of get like a little bit like, when you say rituals or when you say spells. And I just want to kind of clear the air a little bit. So rituals are just something that you do habitually, or, it's just things that you put into motions. And like meditation, that is a ritual. And people don't really, put two and two together, but meditation is absolutely a ritual. And then like spelling, affirmations is a form of spelling, or doing little things like writing down your goals. That is a form of spelling, because you are putting in the intent and the energy into those words, making a spell. So I just want to put that out there for anyone who's like, oh, rituals and spells, like just putting that out there. That is absolutely spelling. And when we speak our words, that is spelling as well. So that is all that intent and all that energy behind that. But so that's rituals and spells of what we're going to be talking about. So just going to clear the air so everyone's not like freaking out like, oh, rituals and spells. So
spellbound actually was like a coined term back when like the playwrights and the Shakespearean times, they would go out and these minstrels who were really talented would go out and do their spiel, and they'd be like, I'm spellbound, because they would encapsulate them. That was magic to them, because people who could see images in their brains, I'm not typically one of them unless I'm meditating, but people who are very visual were enthralled. That's all that means. It's got a negative connotation, and it's kind of funny to me, because if you look at history, the church is great at ritual. They're great at it. They just coin a different term. It's just a different terminology.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I'll say that is yep.
Yep. So we don't want to get on any lists here. We want to behave and be good children.
Yes. Okay, so some rituals and spells that I would like to kind of let you guys in on for this nice energy that we have going on for this nice spring equinox is, number one is meditation. Meditation. It's going to be amazing. Affirmations, telling yourself in the mirror, really believing it, feeling that energy. Writing those affirmations down. So if you can use all of your senses to really hone into that energy, like that is going to enhance and really draw that energy towards you. So if you could write it, speak it, feel it, anything you can do to really give density to that energy, you're good. It's going to help you. Especially with manifestations, like that is definitely going to help you. And it's funny because I've always said the word manifestations, and with some clients are like, that word scares me, the word manifestation. And I've never seen it as like a negative word. But then I'm like, the more I think about it, I'm like, I can actually see where they're coming from. It's like, it's almost like Hollywood, how Hollywood has made the word manifest out to be. It does sound like something negative, or like I don't know, like a lower vibrational form's going to come and manifest into your life kind of thing. So,
or like a manifesto is usually something crazy people do. Like, yes, I get it.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm like, I've never really thought of the word manifest as like a negative thing. So it was very interesting. I've had like 4 clients who thought like, I'm really scared of the word manifest. And I'm like, let's dive deeper into that. Let's see where that fear is coming from, because that's very interesting.
Yeah. Let's identify.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I didn't hear you.
Identifying your fear is a really big thing. Like, not only will it help you look at your shadow, which springtime is great for bringing out shadow work. I hate to tell y'all, like, because when you're fearful, or when you don't want to do something out of fear, right? Fear-based, that is part of your shadow. That is, your emotions are teachers. So during the springtime, time, if something comes up that makes you anxious or nervous, it's a perfect time to look at it, address it, and start something new.
The only shadow I'm afraid of is the groundhogs. Because if we're not getting this spring coming sooner, I'm upset.
I saw 2 groundhogs on the way home today. I went to the park to
Oh,
get
really?
my poo in, and I was so upset because my husband saw an otter, and I was like, I didn't get to see the otter, and so I saw 2 groundhogs on the way home, and I was like, you didn't get to see them.
Oh, that's so interesting. Like Casey says, why he predicted our early spring. Yeah, no, only when he doesn't. Only when he doesn't.
Listen, he predicted early spring this year, and he predicted it a few years back. So we might have words if this year goes like that particular year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to be hopeful.
Yeah, I thank him for his service too, Casey. I do. I do.
That is like well, I don't want to salute incorrectly because there's so many ways, but salute.
Okay, so some more rituals and things. We can plant seeds and grow a mini garden, which is going to be excellent in the spring. Spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is going to be a good one. Through the winter months and the fall months, we have just stagnated that energy in our houses. So if we want to get rid of that stagnant energy, we want to rearrange furniture, the feng shui of our houses. We want to dust things, get all that nasty, just sticky energy out of our houses. Fluffing the pillows, even just like, moving things and rearranging, just dusting, just getting all that stagnant energy out of our houses. Opening windows is a huge one. Just letting that spring air come in. I know spring's not technically here for like another couple days, but I mean, this weather, I mean, if it could just stay, it was 80 degrees today. 80.
I know.
Mind is blown. I'm like, if you're not in Maryland or Virginia, I feel very bad for you. If you didn't have 80-degree weather, if it could just stay like this for the entire year, I would just be like in heaven.
And zero humidity.
Yes,
it was gorgeous.
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. So another one, sitting in nature, being outside. The only reason why I'm not outside right now is because my kids wanted to be outside, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just be in my office. That's fine. Another ritual, you can have bonfires. When it gets a little bit cooler outside, you can have a bonfire. You can do a burn and release. So writing down anything that no longer serves you, you can go ahead and put that in the bonfire and let it release into the atmosphere and release it from your energy, release it from the space. But then you can also manifest by writing something down and then putting it away, putting it on an altar or something. And that's also that spelling, writing it down. We can also cleanse our bodies and wear white to absorb positive energy. So this is a good time to be doing stuff like that as well. Honoring the earth, giving thanks to the earth, to the ground, showing gratitude for the soil, for our bodies, going for a walk. Being thankful that you survived another winter is like a huge one, that you weren't sick and things happened over the winter time. Like I said, just giving thanks for the food, for the ground, for the nourishment. Doing a celebration. The first day of spring is on the 19th, so that's on a Tuesday. So one thing you could do is do a celebration or have a ceremony or a feast where you can make something special, or maybe do something a little bit more fancy, like maybe put flowers on the table, or maybe use your fancy dishes, or put your water in a wine glass instead of just a typical glass. Like get a little fancy with it, have a little bit of a feast. Even if you're like a single person, you can still kind of dress up your table a little bit to make it a little bit more celebratory,
Not to interrupt you there, but
no, you're fine.
Single person, that's the time to love on yourself. If you're, that means the universe has put you kind of in your own timeout. Okay, not a bad thing. We all need a timeout. I need timeouts. I've put myself in it many times before. But show yourself that you deserve good things. because you want to bring that energy in, right? You want to bring in a great love or a great friendship or a great business partner, whatever it is for you. You deserve the best. So why not enjoy it? Bring it in this year.
Absolutely. Let's see. Creating an altar is good. It doesn't even have to be like an elaborate altar. You can just have something super simple. The one thing I would suggest is having the elements. Like you can have earth, like maybe have some stones or some crystals. You can have like a piece of wood or some sand or maybe some seashells, whatever you're into. Make it very, very personalized to you. And then maybe even have like a water bowl for water, maybe a feather for air, and then a candle for fire, something very simple. It doesn't have to be super elaborate, but just something there to kind of remind you to check in with yourself, in with the energies, and just something to honor and show, just honoring really is just what it's about. It's just words. You know the words I'm trying to say here.
I do want to piggyback. I'm not sure the words you want to say. An altar needs to be extremely personal. What works for Nikki may not work for you. You may be very connected to your family, your heritage. So you may need an ancestor altar. Some may be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to go to the dollar store and I'm just going to get the elements, like Nikki said, because that's a good place to start. But you want to give it the respect that you would your spiritual practice.
Respect.
You want to give it honor. So you're going to want to take care of it. You're going to want to clean it. And if you find that you're having a hard time keeping up with it, maybe you need to simplify it. Maybe it got too complicated like our lives do sometimes. It really is a reflection of the inside, outside.
Yes. And respect was the word. I'm like, what is that word? Exactly. And then, and same thing, if you are more drawn to like more ancestors, you can do pictures of your family up there. So that's a big one, doing your ancestors or past loved ones, things like that, and putting a little altar kind of like that. But definitely like honoring, remembering who you are, just something that's very, very personalized that you can honor and respect and just kind of own as your own. And I think I said more bringing more of the spring inside, bringing that life into your house by bringing those flowers, those plants inside, opening up those windows. And when you're bringing that movement, go ahead.
Sorry, I really want to talk about the cleaning because I feel like everybody associates spring cleaning, and that's not something that's scary to those who may shy away from the witchery, who don't really vibe with that, right? When you're cleaning your house, if you're afraid of manifesting, if you're afraid of all this stuff, having the intention to let go of what's no longer serving you, right? Like you haven't worn that coat for 4 winters in a row. Let's donate it. Let's make some room to bring more into our life, because we can't bring more into our life, more abundance, more love, more happiness, if we're holding on to things that no longer serve us. I will warn you though, as you do this, it will actually accumulate in your real life. You will be challenged to let go of things. So I don't want you to be fearful, but more so excited when you do it. And for those who really like feng shui, look at what each room represents. If you notice your personal life is chaotic and so is your bedroom, let's reorganize. Let's move things around. Open the windows in there. Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. I think that's awesome too, because I do have a couple clients who I'm saying the same exact thing is look at something, ask yourself, is this serving me still? Or is it just taking up space? And then if it's no longer serving you, but it still kind of feels kind of like, I don't want to get rid of it, look at it and just think, what awesome thing are you holding yourself back because this thing is taking up that space? What are you not allowing to come into your space because you're holding on to this? Because of you don't know why you're still holding on to it. And if you just let that go, then it'll let the energy of flow still kind of come through and better things kind of come in. So very important.
Absolutely. You can't get new furniture on top of the old furniture. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. That would be crazy.
You guys heard that.
Oh, it's okay. No worries. But also bringing in that movement too, just like you said with the feng shui, the wind, just if you want to sage your house too, for people who are into the cleansing. If you don't like sage, I sell energy cleansing sprays, which smell amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I love my energy cleansing sprays. I spray them in my house all the time. I love them.
I'm gonna need new samples of those, by the way, because my kids broke them and I totally forgot about them until you mentioned that, because you sent it to me over Christmas and I meant to thank you and I meant to apologize because they brought them in and then they sat on them and it broke.
Oh no!
And I didn't get to smell them and I was so upset. I forgot because squirrel.
Oh, it's okay. No worries.
Together.
So planting seeds also, and that doesn't mean just like making a garden. Physical, mental, and emotional seeds as well. So asking yourself, what ideas do you want to grow? What do you need to do to the soil to enhance those ideas? Does the soil need nourishment after a long winter's, time? Does it need some sunlight, maybe some vitamin D? Does it need to go for a walk? Asking those questions.
I'm on the same wavelength as you. I think you and me are sharing a brain today, because it's literally all I've been thinking about today. How can I promote growth even when I don't see it happening, even when I don't know when it's going to bloom, even when I don't know when it's going to manifest? And I'm like, I'm just going to keep watering. I'm just going to keep taking care of the soil and no matter what happens. I don't care if storms come, spring showers bring May flowers kind of thing. But you're like taking the thoughts out of my brain. I love it.
Sorry. But yeah, just take those steps forward, and I think everything will be okay. So planting all those seeds, all these gardening references, I guess. Maybe it's just the spring. It's just the spring getting all that. Let's see what else. Creating a goal or re-implementing those New Year's resolutions. Also, this is a really, really good time to balance your energies, because the masculine and the feminine energy is very, very, very balanced right now. So around this time, like, it is very balanced. So if you want to work on your energies, aligning your chakras and doing all that stuff, like, this is a really good time to tap into your emotions. If you are a more like callous person, or if you are too emotional, maybe get some rigidness to you. It's all about that balance where we can, kind of come together. So it would be a good time to maybe go to the opposite spectrum of what your norm is.
And it's also a great time. I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but there's usually a reason. So either somebody now or somebody on the replay, if you are thinking about adding to your family, whether that be a fur family member or that be a new baby, this is a good time. It's very abundant. Bunnies are known for what bunnies do, and that's associated with Easter and Ostara and all of that. And then the egg. It's all about fertility right now. So you can do that however you want. But if you're looking to do that, you can set your intention and that'll get the ball rolling in whatever direction, but let go of how it's supposed to happen. That's the thing.
Or the timing, or like all those little details. You have to let go. You have to just set your intention and let go of like, oh, well, I want it to be a boy and I want to be on this day. And on this day, I'm going to find out I'm pregnant. And like, you need just
and I want
too
to
much.
reveal these people there. You have to let go of the expectation and ask. This is something I've started to do. Ask the universe to wow your socks off, to give me better than I could have expected. And just go.
Yeah, because we don't want to limit ourselves, because we only know so much and we only know what we've experienced. So if we just are like asking for what we can comprehend, the universe is kind of just like laughing at us, like, well, why are you asking for this? You can have this.
Exactly.
So ask the universe, give me what you think. What is it for my highest good? What, that way the universe is like, all right, here we go. And it's just like whipping it all up.
I will say, I say highest, most blissful good, because sometimes what your highest good is a hard trucking lesson. Like
it is.
So if you want something more gentle, the most gentle, you can say that. Like if you've been through a really rough patch, you'd be like, guys, I just need the most gentle, highest blissful good you can bring me. And then open your arms and release expectation. And here it comes.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Do you have any other rituals or anything? I'm trying to think of anything else that I have. I'm like, even just like rubbing soil on, like just really getting personal. Like you can even hug trees if you want to. Like that's just getting very close with nature.
I
Yeah.
love to hug be with the tree. Now, I will say, you don't have to be an astrologist, right? But it's important for you to know a little bit about yourself. So if you're able to look your birth chart up, find out if you're an earth sign, your big three, your rising, moon, and sun sign. If you can find out those, right, that's going to help you a lot, because I just did a video on this today. Our earth signs need to be earthed, okay?
Mhm.
You are dominant in earth placements. That's Capricorn, that's Virgo, and that's Taurus, right? If that's you, you need to go outside. You definitely need to get out of nature, because the winter starves you out. If you're a fire sign, you're probably going to be drawn to the bonfire or lighting a candle or burning a piece of paper or bay leaf. If you're an air sign, you're going to want to envision. You don't want intellectual stimulation or to be out on like a sailboat enjoying the air. You know, that's really going to be your thing. And if you're a water sign, get your booty to some natural water if you can. That's a game changer. Not everybody's going to feel aligned with astrology, and that's okay. But if you do, and if you've always been curious, now would be a good time to dabble. You don't need to know everything about everything. Just learn a little bit. Just learn a little bit and go with what feels right. Our emotions, our feelings are teachers. Okay. If you're feeling depressed, that depression is trying to teach you about something going on that you need to release or let go or whatever. It's dependent on each person. If you're feeling excited, lean into that. So yeah, honor where you're at. Don't force anything and try to stay hopeful. I feel like a lot of people over this past winter have just been like, so bringing new hope is such a big deal this time of year.
It is. It really is. No, you're fine. I completely agree with that. Because I'm a water sign, and if I'm dehydrated, like you just saw me put in my chat, like if I'm dehydrated or like if I'm like I need ocean, like I need ocean. I am in my happy place when I'm next to the ocean, or I'm in the ocean, or in water. Like baths, I do it ritually. Like I will take a bath almost every night, or if not every other night. So that is just my element. Like I love taking baths. So that's where I feel peace and
I'm so jealous right now. I want to take a bath every night.
No. I mean, it's just I go in there, even like I don't even fill the bath up all the way sometimes. Like I just fill it up just enough to just be in there and just have my little bit of alone time. It would take, I go in there and just do my thing, but it's because I'm surrounded by that water that I can just cleanse the day, sit in my element for a little bit and be one with the water, and then it goes down the drain. But it is a game changer. It really is.
One last thing before I forget. If you're overwhelmed, don't overcomplicate it. It's fun to do fancy rituals. It's fun to feast. And if you have the energy and time and you feel drawn to do that, that's great. If all you have is time to do some mirror work and say, I love you, woman, or I love you, dude, or whatever you need, just honor where you're at. Don't beat yourself up. Do not do the compare game, because we're all running our own race here. So what Nikki has planned for her this year might be elaborate, and mine might be Cheetos and enjoying my television and drinking out of my new splurge at the Wally World, because that made me feel good and special. So honor where you're at. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to live up to this spiritual like hierarchy, because
it doesn't really exist, honestly. Because with all these rituals and spells and things like that, you have to do what feels right to you. It is all about intention. Like I do have a lot of people who are like, well, then what do I do next? I need like a step-by-step guide. He's like, no, like listen to yourself, listen to your higher self, listen to what feels right to you. If you're doing something and it's like not by the book exactly, it's okay. It is absolutely okay. And that's me telling you. Like I'm the most by the book person.
She
And I'm
is.
the one saying it.
I'm complete opposite. Ceremonial magicians, like practicing witches and stuff, they hate me. I consider myself a chaos witch. I'm like, what feels right to you?
Yeah.
Supposed to do that, but that feels good. Go do it.
Yeah, they probably all hate you. And I'm like the most by the book person. And I'm like, just breathe and feel it. Like really feel it, because you'll feel what feels right to you.
But that's like an excellent example right there. You and me are friends. We both have our own spiritual walk. It's both completely different, but we respect each other. We see each other and we honor where each other is at. We don't feel a need to eat or say, oh, they're doing that wrong. No.
Yeah, 100%. Love it. And that's why we're friends.
Cancers, cancers always need to be by the water. My husband has a lot of cancer placements, and he is a moody PMS filled person during the summer. If I don't get him to natural water, I swear. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm looking and I'm thinking crystals. So for people who are into crystals, you can use them in the spring equinox to kind of enhance like your manifestations, your luck, all that kinds of fun stuff. So let's see, with crystals, if you can use these on your altar too if you want. So let's see, we have amber. That can help with supporting your manifestations and adding luck. Amethyst, it's just going to channel the planet's divine energy, which is always amazing. I love amethyst, like 100%. One of my favorite, like, yeah, so calming, grounding, just everything. It promotes happiness. It gives you that courage, but calm. It opens possibilities. It like opens everything. Go ahead. Yeah. They're 100%. I'm like, it's just going to open everything. We have aquamarine, which is the birthstone of March, which is great. It can support you with your new ideas, putting your ideas into practice. It can really empower you and encourage you to kind of chase your dreams. We have chrysanthemum. Kind of helps you blossom like a flower and kind of promote your positivity and creativity and bring that abundance to you. We have citrine, which kind of radiates that solar energy, that solar, like taking back your personal power, that solar plexus and everything, really radiating that positivity and abundance. It also helps you manifest your intentions. And honestly, just kind of helps you harvest your happiness kind of all around. Clear quartz, really good at releasing toxic influences, emitting powerful cleansing vibrations, raising your vibration. It transforms negative energy to positive energy. That one's amazing. Yeah, between amethyst and clear quartz, go to. Green opal. That's associated with like motherhood and fertility. Great energy for spring. Jade for good luck. Moonstone for that divine feminine and balance. Petrified wood for channeling that wisdom through Gaia, Mother Gaia, and through the trees, the tree energy. That's good. Rose quartz for all that love. There's a lot of stones. Rose quartz for that compassion, that love, the kindness, the gentleness. The tree agate for deepening your heart and connecting your basically your heart with Mother Nature to kind of make the planets and the cycles kind of all align. And then Unikite to connect your heart chakra to the earth and cleanse everything. And it cleanses your emotional body, allowing you to kind of release those deep deep grief and the negativity. And then it helps you kind of connect with the higher consciousness and kind of fight for the highest collective. So I think those are all great. I think that's all I can think of.
I will add Bumblebee Jasper for those who have like depression or anything like that, who've been struggling to find their joy. That will spice up some joy in no time. It is one of my favorite stones. When I get in a funk sometimes doing what I do. If I don't cleanse my energy, I'm bad. I'm naughty sometimes. If I don't do that, I go get my Bumblebee Jasper and before I know it, I'm happy. I don't care if it's psychosomatic or if it's actually the vibration of the crystal. It makes me happy.
Interesting. Okay, I have to write that one down.
Yeah, I love it. It's like black and yellow, and that's why it's Bumblebee Jasper. But
yeah, it's perfect for spring.
Maybe you can answer this for me. I'm pretty sure this is a thing. Clear quartz is also an amplifier too, right? Like, so if I take a stone and I want it amplified, I put them together.
Yep.
I know I have a couple pieces of jewelry that are like that, and they feel super strong because of it. Also, the shapes of your crystals, if you really want to get into them, like pyramids and points,
Yep.
they concentrate the energy more.
Yeah.
Something more cylinder. When you think of like a circle, it's more calming, soothing. That's why you see in Reiki pictures the round stones usually. See? Oh, hello. What are you? Is that selenite? Is that a big
so
one?
It's a clear quartz.
Okay, clear quartz. I can't see it that way. I'm getting, like, hello. I have to do the trombone.
I've got some sodalite. I've got them all. So
I have a whole shelf, and I told my husband the other day I'm gonna need like a big apothecary like shelf because it's getting out of control.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I just saw a question.
Oh, yeah, it says Kat, are you saying Bumblebee? Yes, she's saying Bumble. Yep.
Yeah, like the song Bumblebee. Yes. I'm sorry, I have a lisp. I have dentures.
And I'm over here, and I'm just like in my own little world. I'm like Bumblebee tuna. Like it's just.
With that song, mashing up my baby Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, well, my mommy be so proud of me. Yeah.
I have a story. I'll have to tell you about that some other time.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about the fact that in ancient times gold was worn with the crystals to enhance or tone down the energy? I know that different metals conduct certain things. I also think there was a lot personally lost in translation after like the burning of Alexandria and things like that. We lost a lot of ancient knowledge. This is going to get a little woo-woo, but
I'm down for it.
It's a little bit of hooey. I mean, gold has its properties, but I think it's kind of like diamonds personally off of what I feel off of it. Most of the gold that we wear, like consumers wear, isn't pure gold. And it's so diluted that it's not going to affect it. Now, if you're able to get sterling silver or copper.
I was just going to say, copper's where it's at. Copper. 100% copper.
Now, I'm going to say something a little bit radical, okay? I love stones. I love the woo-woo. You take me in a metaphysical shop and leave me unattended, I cannot be held responsible for the damages, all right? It just can't happen. But you have all of it within you. You have all of this. Everything that is external to us, and I know that's a big concept, and I'm always evolving and learning more about that myself, okay? So I know, like, I'm better than you. That's not this. You don't need, if you can't go out and purchase something, you don't need to have it to harness that energy. You can look at a photo. You can concentrate and ask the universe to bring you that energy. You just have to allow.
Yes, 100%. I will totally agree with that 1,000%. I'm going to piggyback on that.
Okay, cool.
Everything that you need, you have it inside of you. Yes. Do crystals help enhance things? Yes. Do essential oils and sprays and all these things help you? And copper and all these elemental things help you? Absolutely, they do. Do you need them? No. do you need to have them in order to make things happen or make things work? No, absolutely not. Do they enhance things? Yes, they can. Can you do everything without them? Yes, you can. And it's actually a funny thing that I get asked all the time. Like when people find out that, the kind of work that I do, they're like, well, I always kind of picture people with Reiki with like all these beads, like up to their elbows and like these big dangly earrings and like all this big headdress thing. And I'm like, I don't need that kind of thing. Like I know my energy and I know my capabilities and I can do energy work without the show. It's pretty much
That
what I tell them. So
right there. Everybody's practice different. So I'm not saying that you can't have like 12 necklaces on and be a really
I love them. I love them.
You can be a really good practitioner. So I'm not knocking them. Do your own research, learn about them. Whoever you're vibing with, there's a reason you're vibing with them. But for me, if I see you have like 12 copper wired things on you and this, that, and the other, it's usually a red flag for me. Usually, not always, usually a red flag that they are just beginning, that they are just learning. Magical people, whether they be, psychic, medium, a Reiki practitioner, a seer, a shaman, a mystic, a guru, whatever they are, they usually show up in t-shirts and jeans and are so normal. So normal. You usually don't.
All I got. You're enough.
You're enough.
And you don't need all that other stuff. You're just enough.
You are enough the way that you are. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, believe it or not. Now, if you don't like where you are, you can absolutely change that. And this is the
absolutely. I will 1,000% agree with that. So I know that we kind of went on a little tangent there. We'll reel it back in for you guys. Do you have anything to add for the spring equinox or anything crazy that you wanted to add?
I want to give some hope to my Aries, my cardinal signs, my Aries, Libra, who else is that? Cancer and Capricorn. I know y'all have gone through it for like the last 15 years. You're about to come out. There might be some shocking big shakeups, okay? But you're about to come out of it and things are going to be radically different for like 30 years and they're going to be much more stable. So if you have been just holding on since 2008, you're coming out. I promise. I promise.
Woo! Woo! For everybody.
That for us, we're here. You can learn. You can ask questions, guys. We won't bite much.
How much longer? I'm like, let me go through the comments because I know that people were commenting prior.
I have all of them. And I don't see all of the places. I only see your page.
Okay. Gotcha.
How much longer? You're asking how much longer you have to wait? It's going to start changing in March and April. But by October, Pluto completely moves out of Capricorn. So like October 18th, I think, I'm not 100% sure. Don't hold me to that. It's going to go. It's going to go. So like at the end of this year, you're going to feel like a new person.
I love this. So I don't know who, so I can't say a name to this, but someone said, my big three are all fire signs. So play with fire.
Safely.
Oh my goodness.
Little
safely.
Careful. First, okay?
Like, I hate how this platform, like if I'm on one thing, it'll only say Facebook user. It drives me nuts. Okay, so do you want to do some card pulls and then we can just kind of do it that way?
I'm definitely not up for mediumship tonight, guys. I have a gallery reading for the winners of my contest tomorrow, so I'm preserving my energy, but I'll definitely do card pulls. I love doing card pulls on like your psychic, intuitive gifts, things like that. And new beginnings, new year, all of that good stuff. Let's do it. You want to go first?
So I did have a couple sessions today, so I think I'm just going to do a collective, like a pick, like one or the other.
All right. I want to do too many, but definitely we'll do a few. And then,
you said that you were doing, you had another class though coming up though, right? That you had?
It's all booked up.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm going to do more classes. I've been like, if I'm going to be here with you, my squirrel friends, all of you are my squirrel friends, and Nikki's my friend. So, you know, like I just burnt myself out over and over and over. So I was glad I caught your live as much as I could. It was in the background because I was getting ready for something else. But I caught your live a lot. And I was like, yes, I do that. Yes, I do that. And taking this month to do what feels good and not worry about the money or anything like that. And I think I am. I'm going to do more development circles. I'm going to do more things like that. And I'm doing one on the spring equinox with a few people.
Ooh, nice. I love that. Love
Magic.
that. Awesome. All right. So, I mean, you can do as many as you want, and then I'll just pick a deck, and then we will close out.
Sure. Perfect. Awesome. Do me a favor, guys. I won't be able to see you unless you're on her page, like her actual page. So if you want me to pick you for a question, make sure you're over there.
Yeah. And follow me too. Go ahead. Go over and follow me.
Yes. Follow Nikki, and you like my vibe. Don't come hang out with me if you don't like me. Okay. First off, it's okay if you don't like me. Cool. I get it. I'm a lot to handle sometimes. But yes, follow Nikki. She and only one other practitioner are the two practitioners I will refer you out to Reiki. They're the only ones who've ever been able to penetrate through my thick armor and be able to actually get in there and play. So I trust her, and she's good. Every time she goes to finish, I know she's about to finish, and I get so sad, and I'm like, I want more.
I remember the first time you said that, you're like, I knew you were about to be done. And I was like, no.
Yes, because the gold started to go away, and I was like, no, come back. All right, do me a favor. If you're asking for guidance in the comments, don't say open to anything. I know that's really typical and normal, but I can read the Akashic Records, and that's like telling me to go into a whole library for you. So
it's so funny because I see that, and all I see is all this wind and all these books going just opening.
You see it, but for me, most of the time, unless I get into really deep meditation, this doesn't open except for like a little bit here and there. It's like flickering of lights. It's like reading Braille for me. I have to feel through everything.
Gotcha. I just see all these books flying off the shelf, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay, which one's gonna hit me?
What was that movie? Is it the Never-Ending Story where it just flies open at them? Or the Source?
I think so, maybe. I haven't seen that in forever, so I don't know.
With like all these books. Okay. I'm just waiting to see who I'm drawn to. I know it takes a second. Michelle Everard. I'm sorry. I'm Michelle E.H. I'm not going to murder it. Let's get some cards. Well, things click soon for you. Michelle, we're holding on to things that are no longer serving us. And I can hear but I need that. But I need that. What do you feel? You're really good at feeling, Michelle. I know this. I can feel this in you. When you feel centered, you know which direction to go. But sometimes your brain outsmarts you. You have a big, beautiful brain too. So let's pull some cards on some advice for this. Okay? Yep. I got two cards for you. First one is salt boundaries. Salt is also a purifier, so it's time to deep clean. Okay, so we need to clean house. Literally, I'm hearing literally for you, and emotionally, and a little bit mentally. Like you're up in your head a lot. Okay, now this is what's holding you back. Bewitched, right? How are you bewitched? That is a great thing for you to sit and meditate on yourself. What illusions are you under? What limitations? You're limiting yourself. You remember how we were just saying to not say, I want this, this, and this, specifically this way. Think bigger, grander. And then the ahas are going, okay. Sorry, you have like three guides in my face and they're all talking really, really fast, but it's a high frequency and I wasn't ready for that. They're letting me know that this spring will go a lot smoother for you if you let go. If you let go of this thing, and I don't know what this thing is because I feel like you're kind of a secretive person when it comes down to it. You've got a death grip on it. So they really are encouraging you to let go with grace, to deep clean emotionally, mentally, and physically your space. And yeah, it's going to be okay though, because At the bottom, you have this beautiful mystical cup, and it says seek alternative solutions. So I feel like it's something that you've been avoiding, something that you have been hesitant about. Okay. But it's all up here. It's not in the center of your body. Your center of your body is a great compass for you. Great compass. Like I said that, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like, really, her heart and her solar plexus always tells her the right way to go. All right, let's see.
So it's interesting that you were saying with the salt, because I saw her doing like a ritual with the salt, like around her doors too.
Okay.
That's more your realm. They were just showing me that, so I don't know.
Girl, you know all about that. I'm all about that. But like, if you can't do it, you can't do it. You can energetically picture it. Let's see. Who am I drawn to? Wrong way. I went the wrong way. Now I gotta wait for the comments went away. Hey guys, do me a favor. Start spamming. It'll take a minute for them to show up. So until then, you get to look at us.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know why my technology. I'll have to energetically do some Reiki to my computer over the weekend because my technology is crazy. It's been between the hackers, the spammers, and all that stuff. Everything's crazy. So if you guys do want a reading by Kat, go ahead and put in there, say that you want something and do something specific in there for her so she knows.
Yeah. Hi, Millie. Welcome in. Danny, are you having headaches? I don't know what this is. I always have the hardest time reading Danny. I don't know why. I don't know if we're not on the same frequency, but I just read her comment and my head started hurting. Are you overthinking? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Let me pull some cards because I'm not going to try to. Okay, let me get a couple more. It does not surprise me. Yeah, okay. One more. It does not surprise me that the one card came out. Okay. Okay. Good. You know what? Now that I think about it, Aries rolls over the head. And I know Danny's an Aries. Okay. So pay attention to your brain. Pay attention to overworking your thoughts. Pay attention to the hamster that lives up there constantly. Sometimes it's a liar. Sometimes it's a liar is the way that it's making me feel. And when it's working overtime, it's going to be important for you to fill your cup. I know you've been doing a good job, but I feel like you're going to be challenged. And the reason why I feel like you're going to be challenged is you got the sacred test. Okay. I feel like you're going to have a lot of joy over the next 4 months, but you're going to have a lot of challenges. They're not giving them to me because you know how to get ahead of everything, I feel like. And I feel like some of this stuff you're going to just have to walk through. You're going to have to feel the positive and the negative. As above, so below kind of energy. And as I say that, literally, I got broken branch heartache. So we're going to have to let go of some stuff. It might suck. It might feel cruddy. But then you also have this beautiful card of deep love and acceptance. So I wanted to say June, but it really feels like late July, August, you're going to be really standing in your power. So that little feeling that you have, I feel like you feel this already because I'm in your energy. Now I'm in your energy. It took me a minute. All those gnomes around you. Do you have gnomes? Does she have gnomes? Why does she have gnomes? Why do you have gnomes? You have gnomes. Why do you have gnomes? I'm going to have to find this out. All of these gnomes around you, some good, some bad. I don't know what the crap that is, but.
I'm just dying over here. I can't even, that is hilarious.
You have you have things around you, both practical and magical, that are kind of telling you without telling you that you know that some trials are coming, but there's some really good stuff in there too. So don't get discouraged. You're doing great, sweetie. They follow. Were there gnomes at the weekend? I'm so glad that I couldn't make
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Gnomes.
She was seeing gnomes all over the place. It was pretty funny.
Me and gnomes don't vibe. I don't know why. Me and the Fae are buds. Like all of the elementals, all of that, but me and gnomes, not so much.
That is too funny. I'm just dying over here. Poor Danny. Poor Danny.
You got a lot going on. Guidance on the.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go to Cindy because she said guidance on the. Okay, so whatever this is that you're waiting on, like I feel like you're ready to sign paperwork. I'm going to give you, there's such a delay in the comments. I'm just going to give you what I get and hopefully it makes sense. For you in particular, I feel like you're waiting on signing something. So this could be a contract, whether it's verbal or starting a new project, something along those lines. It's going to be delayed a little bit. It's going to be delayed a little bit, not too long. I keep seeing the number 10 for some reason around it. So I don't know if that's 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. I hope it's not. It doesn't feel like 10 months. It feels more like 10 days, a week and a half longer than you're expecting, which is going to push some things back. But that's going to free you up for some divine timing with this project that's going to be initiated. It's actually going to work out better than you had planned this way, but I feel like you're going to be frustrated because you really feel like a type A personality. Okay. Woo. Spirit's got your back. This one says respect spirit. I feel like not only do you have a great set of guides, right? I feel 4 around you. 2 are with you most of the time, but the other 2 are just kind of like on the wings. But you also have a lot of ancestors and loved ones who are like, nope, we have a better in mind. We have better in mind for you. Let me get a couple more cards. That one. Soul family. You've got a good group on the other side. I'm not open for mediumship, but I feel them. I feel them. So whoever you have on the other side, just know, Cardinals. When you're stressing about this situation, keep your eyes peaked because I feel like they're going to send you Cardinals. Okay. No. Sorry. You ever have to look at spirit and be like, I said no, my boundary is here. The sacred vows, commitment. So again, lots of words. I don't know what it is with this written word and being up in your head and overthinking, but just relax. It's all going to work out. I don't feel anything negative. I feel actually really excited, but delayed excitement for you. So I'm sending you lots of love. It feels good. Let's see.
So I just want to comment on Savannah. So if you want to look and go back to all the parts that you missed, this is live. So once we hop off of here, you can go back and rewatch it from the beginning.
It was my pleasure, Cindy. Sierra. I actually see you working on improving yourself. I feel so tired in your energy, Sierra. Like you're a trooper and you're loving and warm-hearted and your empathetic nature is like a superpower. You can feel people a mile away. And I love that about you. But I dislike that at the same time. And I'll tell you why. And it's because of what I'm feeling off of it. You make their problems your problems. The people pleaser in you is really real. And I feel like you've already kind of started to address that. But what's coming next feels more focused on career and entrepreneurship. Do you do what I do, Sierra? Oh, you're magical AF. Hold on. I'm having fun now. Sierra, I feel very, very drawn to the Akashic Records. I can't tell if you're going to do this as a business or if you just naturally tap into them. But I feel like when you meet people, you know their life story before they even open their mouth. Let me see if there's new comments. Nikki
I just saw her. I saw her. I'm like, okay, I'm trying not to give. I give too much away. I'm just gonna sit here like nothing.
But that is a tool in your arsenal to help show you what you're allowed to know about your own story, where you're supposed to be going. Because it really feels like making your own schedule, showing yourself love, working less, playing more, and really stepping out of this need to feel balanced all the time. I know that makes you feel safe, but there's going to be a few leaps of faith coming up here in the next 6 months. Some small and one big. They won't tell me what because you will try to overthink it. Let me get a couple cards. But I absolutely adore what I'm getting off of you because I see a whole swirls of quantum energy around you. And it's like, it's all about to burst. It's all about to burst. And I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you've been doing the work. I saw your comment. I've been working on it. I can feel you've been doing the work. The sacred test. Here it comes. And notice the flowers here, they're all blooming. It's all about to bust. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. And I keep hearing that song, like, we're going to make that money this year. Okay. All right. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so we're going through some transformations. Okay, this is where we've been. This is where we're coming from. A little unsure, kind of stepping out into the unknown. I feel like you're very clairaudient too, because all I want to do is sing around you. And then the blood trail, magnificent. So this is really walking in your divine feminine, which I feel like you got that down. But also your ancestors. Ancestor work is going to be important, even if you don't know who you're talking to, just honoring them. And yeah, getting back to the basics, elements. And I also feel like all of this is like your spirit family coming in to help you. So when you get lost or when you're feeling a little depleted, because I feel like you burn yourself out a lot, ask them and they'll help you. Okay. Seer, I love you. F yeah. Okay. Do you want to do like one more and then you could do whatever you're going to do to finish up? That sounds good. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to wait for the right one because if you're not commenting and you have a question, please comment because I feel like there's somebody kind of like, I don't know. Isn't it funny how you can feel that?
Sorry, I'm trying. My phone was going off. I need to.
No, you in with me. Completely unacceptable with the chaos, which is whatever.
Sorry, I wasn't present.
You're fine. Stop that. You be nice to my friend. All right. No, I'm not doing mediumship. I don't know whose grandpa's here in my face, but I'm annoyed.
Oh, I know exactly who that is.
He is like, I don't know who this is.
He's intense, isn't he?
What?
He's intense, isn't he?
And he is like, they need to know they're okay. They need to know they're fine. They are fine. Their world may be falling apart, but they are fine. I don't know whose grandpa. Man, you smell like Old Spice. Okay, sir. Whoever wore too much cologne like Old Spice at the end of his life, man, it's yours. I knew it.
Yep, it is. It's hers. Yep.
Not the first time he's come in. I guess I'm going to read you. We're overthinking it again. Did you have an interaction with a bird today, Angela? Big bird? Big bird? What is this big bird? Follow that bird. Are you going to follow a bird now? I know a story about her. That's why I'm like, big bird, big bird, big bird. Girl. All right. I'm going to pull some cards for you on what you're overthinking, what you're worrying about. That's good information to know. If you guys are looking at houses, I think something's going to change in the market. It doesn't feel like a crash like an '08, but this feels like it's, and notice I accidentally flipped my deck. There's going to be something that flips. So I don't know what's going to happen with the housing market, but this feels good. We were at the zoo. Sorry, he was just grabbing my leg and he was just reassuring. Like he was like, reassure her. It's okay. It's okay. What's that? What are you? You're all backwards. Why are you backwards? Why are you all messed up? Shut up. Okay. You got transformation. So this change is going to happen. It's going to happen. If you're worried, if it's not going to happen, if it's going to happen, it will. It will. Kind of going through it again. It's about to bloom. It's about to happen. And then I feel like you're going to waver on making a decision when it comes to the final, okay, this is it. Say yes. Okay. Say yes. And I feel like this is going to be different than what you actually expected. If we're speaking about a house, it feels like a house. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be not exactly what you had in mind, but it's going to work out in the long run much better than what you're picturing. This is that expectation again. Hello, reoccurring theme. Letting go of expectation and just asking for the best or better. Best or better. I'm sending you lots of love. It feels like end of April. I hope that's not something you didn't want to hear, but it feels like end of April. You're going to have something definitive. All right.
I think that's hilarious.
It's like, who's
he always comes in that way too. Always comes in that way. So intense. And he's just like, hello, hello, hello. I'm here. I'm here. So panicky and just like, ooh.
He's so fun. I've actually had him crash before. Not crash. It was during a mediumship gallery reading. And I didn't realize it was the same energy, but he was like that last time. I remember he just, I don't remember the messages after I deliver them usually, unless they're like cool or different. But he was like that. He was like, I'm here. Yeah.
He definitely wants to be known. He's just like, he makes it known very intensely.
Sierra.
So as soon as he said that, I'm like, yep, know who that is.
Sorry to interrupt, Sierra. I am outside and I live really close to the EMS stations, so it's completely possible I never hear them anymore. So I'm sorry. But alerts like that and ambulances when you're talking about something, or chimes or a ding, sometimes that's a confirmation from spirit. So if it was at a particular part of the message and the siren came on, that could be like, hey, listen to this part in particular.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I know that I haven't shown up yesterday or today. I've been exhausted, but I'm also honoring myself because I do have more clients tomorrow and I have one on Sunday, or I have two on Sunday. So I do want to reserve my energy for my sessions, for my one-on-one. So sorry if I'm not giving out free readings tonight, but this is just my way of honoring my clients. So I'm going to give everyone a little reading. Yes, I've been very good at my energy and consuming.
But don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for.
I know. I know. So tonight I am going to do pick a deck. So if you want deck number 1, we'll go ahead and do this one. So if you're drawn to deck number 1, put in the comments number 1. And if you're drawn to deck number 2, go ahead and put number 2. So number 1 is the purple. Number 2 is the little unicorn. So 1 and 2. Give you guys just a minute. Okay. So let's go with number 1 first.
Wait, I want to pick one.
Okay.
Okay, I did. I'm good.
Ooh, hearing kids. All right, all my number 1s. Let's see what we have today. Okay, coming out the gate. All right, your first card, we have emotional desert in reverse. So inactivity, isolation, but it's in reverse. So that's actually really good. So I don't know if you guys can see it. That's what is in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. But this is just meaning that it's a time of significant energy and productivity. So in reverse. So this is just meaning that inspiration, wisdom, resources, all of that abundant stuff is coming your way. If you feel like you've been walking through the desert, you feel like you've been lost. Resources, like I said, that water, all the things and nutrients to make that little island grow. You're going to have everything that you need. Everything is coming like for you to sustain that little island of yours. I do feel like right now is the time to take little baby steps and move towards whatever it is that you've been looking towards, both emotionally, but also physically, if it's like a project or a goal. I do think it is time to really tap into your emotions and definitely get some sunlight or shine some light on those emotions that you've been really walking through the desert with. If you've been feeling isolated, if you've been feeling alone, maybe get some help, talk it out. Know that you don't have to go through things alone. That's why we create these communities, because we know what it's like to be in that position. We've done all of our growth and things by ourselves. That's why we create our circles, that, our development groups, all these things, because we've done it ourselves. So we don't want you guys to go through it. So if you need that emotional help or that support, reach out or join one of the circles. We are here for you guys. So whatever it is, it's definitely asking for you to kind of shine light on it. Your second card, though, is really nice. When you do kind of really dig deep into those emotions, you are going to have so much freedom. New freedom from either a breakup, a job loss, or just whatever this energetic disconnection is. I just feel like it's just going to be amazing for you. I know it doesn't feel like it. It feels like a dismantling of like either a friendship or a relationship or a job loss or something like that. But it's going to be so freeing for you. It's literally the love is escaping from the cage. It is being set free. It is allowed to express itself. It's allowed to be its true self and express its emotions. Finally, it can be its true, authentic self. And all it has to do is move on and let go. Let go. Let the universe take the wheel for just a moment. It can be difficult, and it might take a little bit of time, but just know that the universe is putting everything into place for you. So I absolutely love that for you. And then your third card, it came in reverse, and it's creation. So it might take a little bit of time. This is what the card looks like in reverse. But I do feel like there's like a little bit of a creative block. So when you do all of a sudden get all this freedom, when you're starting to heal, you might have a creative block. Like, what do I do now? But I do feel like it's a lot of self-doubt, uncertainty, just kind of holding you back. Or it could just be you kind of being stuck and stagnant in like a dull but familiar job, just kind of keeping you stuck or stagnant. I'm just kind of hearing like step out of your comfort zone, let go of like the what ifs, like take a chance, take a risk, like really just step out, and then you'll find that creative spark again. So really just getting in touch with your emotions, finding that freedom, whatever it is that's going to spark what it is deep inside, so you can really get clear on that creation. Sorry, it came in reverse. So a little bit of a creation block. So we do want to get into that creative space. So I do think this is really, really good for you guys. Just really get true on what it is that's kind of blocking you emotionally on an emotional level. Will set you free, and in such a beautiful way. Like you have the dove, like that is pure love. So when you show yourself that pure love to yourself, it's going to set you free, and the universe is, your energy is going to align, and it's just going to like take off. So I really love that for you guys. All right, so that was pile one. It's gonna break my heart. Let's see. All right, pile number two. Ooh, Ooh, got some coming out already. Right. So first card, we have power. This is all about you stepping into your power. This is taking back your power. This is all about your solar plexus. This is you, really speaking your truth again. This is you really calling all your power and harnessing your power back in. And honestly, I do feel like a little bit of emotion here too, coming up with this light, this little kind of ball of light, but it's really about placing that focus on your solar plexus and taking back your power. This is you asking yourself, is there someone in your life who has been trying to take your power or trying to make those decisions for you or push you in a direction that doesn't feel aligned with you? And it's the number 11. I like to read the numbers on the cards. Honestly, stop giving away your power and allowing other people to make those decisions and really feel it. Feel. Because when I'm seeing this card, I don't typically see this as a moon, but I am seeing this as the moon. And the moon to me is all about emotion. So really feel what feels right to you. If someone's trying to take away your power, take it back, because this is you stepping back into your power, which I absolutely love. Your second card, number 26, it is Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. So this is all about you creating that sanctuary within yourself, or creating that altar that we were talking about with the stones and everything. This is about you replenishing your energy, replenishing your inner resources. I just feel like it's time for you to really prioritize yourself, your self-care, really retreat to that inner peace, that inner knowing. Red is really sticking out to me on this rabbit's cloak. So root chakra, like really diving deep into your root chakra, your foundation, really just that your energies can't flow all the way through. It starts with your root chakra because the energies come from the ground and go up through your root chakra, and then it goes through everything else. So if your root chakra is a little bit out of alignment, it doesn't allow that energy to flow perfectly throughout the other chakras. So really take a look at your root chakra. That's your survival, your basic needs, your food, water, shelter, your sanctuary, your shelter. So really take a look at that. I do feel like a lot of protection with this bear spirit that's kind of in here. But really just diving deep and having that safe space inside of you. And you can do that by taking that power back as well. But this is a beautiful card too. We have renewal, and it's the number 20. But renewal, this frog spirit, it's all about the renewal, the transformation, the restoration. I am hearing like it's never too late to start again, like whether it's like business or school or classes or anything like that. It's just like a transformation of your life. It's going from like the egg to the tadpole to the frog, or kissing the frog, and it's transforming into this beautiful, handsome prince. So it's really you just stepping into your power, creating that safe space that you need to really create your life, to really just hop on board with the universe and create the life that you really, really want, to transform your life. It's not even creating, it's completely transforming your life to a completely different life. And I absolutely love that, especially because you are the one doing it. You are saying, here I am, I'm showing up for myself. I am creating this with the universe. I'm here, I'm doing it. And I absolutely love that for you. So that is for pile number 2. Beautiful reading, actually. I love that. I love that. Okay, so that is all that we have today, unless you have anything, Kat.
No, I'm fabulous.
No? Okay, good. Awesome. All right, so I mean that's all I have. If you guys want to check out our things, make sure you guys are following us. I know that Kat is no longer with the Master Healers group. I know that we are doing some other things with that, so stay tuned on all that fun stuff. Make sure you are following both of our pages, and until next time, everyone, have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.